Let's move on. Since we just saw the settings section in the test file, there's one more thing that we can do here, which is basically defining our test fixtures, which are the code that we want to run before or after tests or the whole suite. So let's do something that we want to run before starting the whole suite. So I can see different options like suite setup, which is basically before the suite, or suite teardown, which will run after the execution of the whole suite. So I can just call keywords, which I define, the custom keywords, or just any keyword coming from the built-in libraries. So to keep it simple, let's again log to console, like this is before suite. For example, if this is a UI flow, then I could do the login before starting the suite, right? Or whenever I'm done with the whole test, I could close the browser in the suite teardown. But again, just to keep it simple, I just log to console to understand that it's working in the correct order. This is after suite. So again, this will execute only once before and after the whole suite, which means even if I have a few test cases inside the same test file, inside the same suite, it will execute once. But if I have test setup or test teardown, those will execute before and after each test case inside the same suite. So let's again do the same here by logging. This is a before test. So let's try to understand. Add one more test case. This is another test case in the same suite. Let's quickly copy something inside. In the same suite. Cool. So whenever I run this, remember how we could execute this test file? We could just pass the name of the file, right? Which was my test one.robots. Failed. Why? Because it's not in the original place anymore. I just moved under where? Under integration tests. Integration test. Now it is running, and what I can see on my terminal is test starts, the suite starts. So the first thing which was executed is this is before suite. So suite setup is executed first, and then where is my before test? It's here, which was executed after. This is before suite. So then test setup runs, and the test itself is executed. I see the logs coming from the test case itself. And then the second test is executed, and I see the test setup is executed one more time just before running the second test. And then the second test itself is executed. And finally, the suite teardown executed. Since I don't have any test teardown, I didn't see any log after each test execution, but I see one suite teardown after all the tests inside the same suite are completed.